Well, hey. Welcome to Wednesday? Welcome to Monday night. I hope you're all doing pretty well. I'm doing okay. Had to go into the office today, and that's always a pain. Well, no, look, I'm torn. Sometimes I love being in the office, sometimes I would rather sleep in until 8:55. But, like, I've been getting a decent amount of sleep lately. Since I woke up at, like, 12 on Saturday, realizing I had something to do at 1. Like, that's not enough time. Not enough time to do things. I don't want to waste my evening like that, so I'm trying to sleep a little bit earlier, and it's hell. This is decaf. Love. I quite like decaf. I like a lot of coffee. Turns out that if there's a market for it, it doesn't remain shit the whole time. So people working on decaf to make it taste good have mostly succeeded. Nearly always succeeded. I wouldn't be surprised if people could pick it out of a lineup, but not in a way that means that it's so terrible. It's just coffee experts like identifying small individual traits, and coffee that's been washed a couple of times. Like, you can tell. By no means not drinkable. So if we're going to hang out and I'm going to enjoy the taste of a delicious hot coffee num 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 at 7 o'clock at night, I should probably stick to decaf. This does mean that I'm going to go in search of some decaf beans soon to go alongside my regular beans. Whiskey flavored beans. I'll be enjoying that. Making that for games. You know, running Pathfinder at home. Perhaps I like making a pot of coffee for games and whenever people come over. But perhaps for evenings, it could be decaf, right? I don't mess up the next day. I feel terrible about it. I always do. Really guilty that I'm spent ages failing to sleep, and then waking up the next day, I'm hungover. Hello, Loxy. Yeah, I had a handover meeting. What going on? Talking about decaf beans. And how staying up too late with coffee is actually makes me feel bad the next day. More of a hangover than actually being drunk, because whenever I'm drunk, I'm drinking a lot of water. You know, responsible human things. Decaf beans. Yeah. Most types of beans are also decaffeinated, or they don't have any caffeine in them. But some types of beans, very specific types of beans, have had the caffeine that is in them removed. Right? That's a neat trick, and I think we should all be very thankful of that. Also, look at my cool shirt. I like it. Like my cool shirt. I forgot I got it. It's been on the armoire, the dresser, one section of the wall and or bedroom for a month or so, and I feel a little embarrassed that I forgot about it until like yesterday afternoon. A New World, yes. It's a small intimate concert of Final Fantasy music. I've mentioned it several times on stream, but I forgot I got merch, baby, and it fits the big, strong, tough chest, which I have. People have appreciated the bare chest quite well, and is not too snug around my large bare stomach. So that's actually feels pretty good. Yeah, not actively harming my sense of self. We love it. Clothing that doesn't feel awful. A revolutionary concept. Yeah, it's also purple and white. That'll do it. You just sit up straight and not lean back, but this is funnier. May not be able to get the jingle of my Avengers accessory. Don't let printer ink near it. Yeah, but how am I supposed to control that? Printers suck. Evil, vicious bastards that take any sense of fear you may have and strike when you least expect it. Something tells me you're speaking from experience, perhaps. Yeah. Sorry to lead too much, but I did see that terrible, terrible time you had. Printers causing ants trauma. ink, by definition, is pretty hard to wash. Also know the dry cleaners are magic. Hey, dude. Yeah, well, fucking wrong, that's for goddamn sure. All the problems of having multiple, quite a few, ports and gateways to go through. And they're also a printer. They have this amazing, very expensive printer. Fucking thing just refuses to print double-sided because when you do, it jams. Every time. I've cleared it, I assure you. Sounds like you need a solution, more cake. Very good cheesecake. Absolutely fantastic. Whoever arranged for that cheesecake should be very proud of themselves. Hey, wanna play Stray Gods? What it's like? Ah, cool. Where were we? Well, our friend died and we said, back you come. You're not staying dead. We're not letting that happen.
You've returned.
You did it. You actually brought me back from the dead.
Yeah, we said no.
Of course I did.
Did you get a chance to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
Persephone got her throne back, just like she wanted.
But you didn't speak to the Fates. Was that just a lie?
I'm not the only one who lied. We heard about the prophecy, Apollo.
The Greek divinities are being dicks? What?
You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
You piece of shit.
I trusted you. You said I'd opened your eyes, changed you, and this entire time...
You did change me. I wanted to be worthy of your trust.
While lying to me?
I didn't want you to share Calliope's fate. I was trying to protect you, Grace.
Whatever you were trying to do, Apollo, you failed. We know the prophecy now.
Well, then it's done. You're locked into it, as is Freddy. Athena will want her dead, too.
She being the
You're
last
right.
Muse will die.
I actually
Last
hadn't
Muse
considered that
will
part.
cause downfall? Something like
I'm
that.
so sorry, Grace.
Not specific
I
to
never meant for this to happen.
poor Calliope. The last Muse, and if that's who you are...
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. You're not the last Muse any longer, after all. Your Freddy isn't on trial. Yet if Athena believes you both need to die in order to save the idols, she'll find a way.
Do you think the prophecy could be true? That in order for the idols to live...
It didn't say live. It said continue.
Hmm.
That word bothers me.
Athena seems pretty certain what it means.
Viciously specific
Athena sees
prophecies.
what she wants. I don't know that I agree with her. And I won't just give in like Apollo. When you go to the trial, I'll back your play. Up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Oof.
Great.
I've played this, I've been thinking about the ratio of dialogue to music. I can't do everyone's loyalty mission. Clearly it says this is my last chance to speak to anyone before the trial. I'm going to talk to Freddy before anyone else, but let's go through the journal just as a brief reminder. Freddy. Freddy. I only call her Farishta when I'm visiting her house. Her mum always makes these deep-fried honey snacks that I love. We've been best friends since probably forever. We used to make up rhymes while we skipped rope. It's been that long. We've come a long way since those days. Edge of Elysium is her brand, and inviting me in was her idea. Keen on joining since I haven't seen Freddy much since I left school, but it's been kind of rough going. I can sing, sure, and when we get a gig it feels good being up there on stage, but it's really my thing? I don't know. Freddy was at the apartment when Pan arrived, so I had to tell her everything. Part of me feels bad for getting her involved, but I have to admit, none of this felt quite real until I did. If anyone can figure this out, she can. Greek mythology has been her thing since 7th grade, and I'm glad she was there to back me up during the song with Pan. When we put our heads together, we can handle anything. Of course, Freddy was waiting up when I got back from the underworld. She apologized for how things went down with Pan during the song, but honestly, I get it now. Power draws the good and bad out of people, and I don't always get to choose which it'll be. At any rate, it's good that I have Freddy at my side. I had intended to go to Medusa's alone, but of course Freddy showed up and kitted up all like an adventurer. Should I be thankful that she wants to help, or should I be worried that she's not taking the idols seriously? Gone. I knew I shouldn't have let her keep coming with me, but I didn't think she could die. Freddy sacrificed her life. Me. She stopped the Furies from killing me, and it's my fault she's dead. What am I going to do now? Did it. I went into the underworld, and even though Persephone believed there was no way to get Freddy back, it really was. All it took was a big enough sacrifice, and that meant me giving up my idolin. Hello, Emma. So, Freddy is the Muse now, and me, I'm just a mortal again. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. The important thing is that Freddy is alive. I saved her, and I've never felt better about anything ever. Did I do something wrong? Is Freddy mad at me? Oh god, I'd better go talk to her. Soundbar has no power. May not have plugged it in when I was moving cables. I thought I did. My bad. No, Calliope was one of the Muses. Is that? But that's about it. I don't know where she lived, what she got up to, or who her enemies were. I have so many questions. For one, what was she doing when she found me at the gymnasium? Was she passing by, or did she plan that? How did she know where I lived? Thinking about what she said to me before she died, she seems sad. Did she know this was going to happen? First of all, why did she pick me? It appears Calliope was staying in an apartment, one that belonged to Stephanie of all people. It's actually not too far from mine. Could that be where Calliope was attacked? Am I crazy for agreeing to go check it out by myself? One of the 3 idols called the Muses. The one still living, according to him. Once they were his constant companions, but in the last few years they grew apart. Calliope was angry at how the idols had their way, and apparently doesn't sound like the Calliope I met at all. No, it is me, but I don't strictly know what's going on. I'm going to edit my open threshold. Like, possibly. But that's not strictly how it's supposed to work. There, I've changed the filters and it should be easier to pick me up now. I visited Calliope's apartment. It was gorgeous, filled with every musical instrument you could imagine, and memorabilia going back, I don't know, 100 years or more? She had everything she could ever possibly want or need at her fingertips. Is this what it means to be the Muse? Hey, Cleric. I'm glad you're feeling better. I hope that trend continues. Apparently after years of arguing with the idols and making everyone angry, Calliope finally left Olympus. And that's when she became friends with Persephone, who gave her the apartment. However, Persephone says they haven't spoken in 2 years, so she doesn't know what Calliope's been doing lately either. Medusa turned out to be an excellent source of information. Assuming she can be believed, she followed Calliope to the reliquary the night she died, and that's where Calliope was attacked. She fled from there, bleeding, probably right to my apartment. It's bizarre though, what was she even doing there? Medusa said she was being chased by the Minotaur, but he seemed more confused than anything, so chances are he wasn't the attacker. This is really major. The only way to find out what happened to Calliope at the reliquary is to go there. Apollo finally told me about Calliope. How she took care of the idols during their darkest days after the war, how she was an idealist without compromise, and that's what the last fight between them was about. How she was once a man named Christoph. Christoph? I really wish I'd known her better before this all happened. I guess I will someday. Our trip to the reliquary confirmed what Medusa told us. Calliope was attacked at the reliquary and fled from there, probably straight to my apartment. It's bizarre though, what was she doing there? Asterion said that while she snuck into the reliquary, she didn't actually take anything. Or she set off the alarms and then run out, was chased by both Asterion and Medusa. Though neither caught up to her? This is really major. How will I find out what happened to her inside? Alright. So the new plan is for me to go back to the reliquary, break into the part of it where Calliope went the night she died, and hope I remember something about what might have happened to her. It's a long shot, and I have zero idea what it's going to be like to recall someone else's memories, but I have to try. And it worked. Kind of. Calliope went to the reliquary that night to contact the Fates with a magical mirror, but she never got the chance to speak with them. Just like me, she was attacked by the Furies. Not idols, but embodiments of retribution. They enforced the idols' ancient laws, the kind that Zeus used to command, which surely died with him. Unlike with me, the Furies must have stabbed Calliope before she ran away. What that doesn't tell me is why she needed to contact the Fates so badly. It also doesn't tell me who sent the Furies after her in the first place, and then also me. According to Hecate, none of the idols have that kind of power. Considering the price we paid, I really wish we'd learn more. So the new plan is this. I go with Hades with Persephone. Yes, the actual underworld. I go into Hades with Persephone. Yes, actual underworld and land of the dead. And we take back her throne. That will allow us to not only talk to the Fates, but find out what Calliope wanted with them, but also bring back Freddy. Sounds great, provided I can trust Persephone. She kind of just showed up again to make the suggestion, and Apollo was all kinds of suspicious about it. I guess we'll see. That's what we learned in the underworld. Holy crap, Calliope was there. I guess her soul and the Eidolon are separate things, which even Persephone didn't know. The important thing is that Calliope was there, and I got to talk to her. She told us everything. It was Athena. She received a prophecy from Apollo to save the idols, and that's why she summoned the Furies. Can she do that? To kill Calliope, to try and keep it from happening. The idols cannot continue as long as the last muse lives. I became the last muse after Calliope's death. Now Athena wants me dead to keep the idols safe? This is huge. Alright, honestly, let's leave it there. We've got a quick rundown. I want to talk to Freddy.
Freddy, can we talk? Freddy, please. Whatever I did, I need to make it right. Talk to me.
Hey, you get mouth sounds from me. Sorry.
Hey. Freddy, are you okay?
No. No, I'm really not. Why did you do it, Grace? You brought me back. You made me the muse.
Man, what's giving up immortality for your best friend in the entire universe?
No, I'm serious.
And I'm not. Freddy, I'd do anything for you. Just like you'd do anything for me.
Grace, I told you that I was at peace with my decision.
Yeah, probably not the nicest thing.
I've watched the struggles you've had as the muse, and now you've thrown them all on me. You didn't even ask.
You don't wish you were still dead, do you? Did I screw up?
I don't know.
I should have asked you first. I'm really sorry. It just kind of happened.
Gotta own up to it.
It's not that. It's not just that. I came back from the dead. And I was actually dead. And I'm not the same now. I've changed. And it's not just being the Muse. I'm different, and so are you, and nothing between us can ever be the same again.
Of course it'll be the same. Why wouldn't it?
Grace, I sacrificed myself because I love you. I'm in love with you. And I have been for a really long time.
Well, that's ironic.
Go for it.
What is?
I, feel the same way. I always have.
That's the spirit cleric.
But what about you and Apollo?
Fuck that guy.
Apollo's great, but he's not you, Freddie.
Oh,
Why do you think I joined your band? After college, we started drifting apart.
why do you think I started the band? All this time.
Wanted to get a date?
And neither of us said anything.
We know now. Isn't that a good thing?
The trial's tomorrow, Grace. Athena doesn't know about me. Once she does, I'm the last Muse. She's gonna want me dead, isn't she?
We can still get through this,
Maybe.
Fred.
Yeah, but even if we do, I'll keep changing. And when I start becoming Calliope, well, I
think Calliope loved Grace too.
still love you.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Song time, baby.
Now every word's been said. I can't think of any more to fix what's broken. So many books I've read, and still not a word of anything could reveal how this feels. Only if we could have been brave on time, knowing how we should have been loving all this time.
Yeah, Calliope was into it.
I would prefer that we were late then, never together again. What you don't get is death. I died. You and I are not the same people who we once knew. Only if we could have been brave on time, knowing how we should have been loving all this time. Only if we could just escape demise. I'll always love you, Grace.
Only get a girlfriend if you don't die.
But is it too late? Too late?
Oh, man. Oh my god, we get to speak to everyone? Okay, great. Yes, please. Hey, Apollo, you're a shit. Hey,
Oh.
Oracle.
It's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
I know you care about Apollo. I'm not here to hurt him.
Hey, but I'm
Uh-huh.
pretty
yeah.
annoyed at him.
And why should I believe you?
I do
Because
love
I
a
just
soft
came
boy,
to
but
talk.
there are some
I want to sort this out.
multiple bad things
if I
he's
can.
done. Makes me go, ugh.
I guess I can go ask him if he wants to talk to you. Don't be surprised if he says no, though.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Yeah, what's his song like?
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. Sound like I was in the middle of anything.
You're angry. You have every right to be.
Of all the people who've lied to me lately, I least expected it from you.
What do you think?
Made so much
How good
sense
is
at the
his
time.
apology?
Now it's almost a relief to have it out in the open. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
Well, couldn't it be? You said yourself, prophecies don't always work the way you think they will.
Yeah, that's true. I did say that.
The shittiest powers, to be honest. Prophecy never turns out well.
I
Knowing the
hope
future is the thing we all want anyway.
Yeah, I get it. It's not easy, but I get it.
I suppose I'll see you at the trial, Grace. As always, if you need me, I'll stand by you.
Right?
Thank you.
I wonder if there's an ending where you get fucking killed. Like, I'd personally, Jimbles would be so bad in this scenario because I'd tell the person asking me immediately. Right? I guess so, Luxie. Get to
Did
talk
you
to
forget
everyone.
something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
How about you?
Yes, I am, right?
Are you okay?
But is
Oh,
Freddy
I'm
allowed to
many
join me?
miles from okay, Grace.
He's in
Don't you
Muse, so I guess so.
Want to talk about it?
Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
Next question.
You could apologize, you know? We could start over, from square one.
Apologizing really isn't my style, Grace.
Stranger things have happened.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry. There, you have it.
This will come back to
Are
bite
you
me, won't
satisfied?
it?
It's a start.
Ring an apology out of Persephone, she'll be so pissed. She'll want us dead.
Do you regret it? Surrendering your Eidolon?
Not yet, but we'll see what happens at the trial.
I wonder if I could have done as much. or anyone. You do realize you may
Feel
have
beaten?
brought your friend back, only to doom her to a quick death.
That's a good point,
Yeah,
Lexi.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, so don't fuck it up,
You
Grace.
gave her your new life. And you get to walk away as if nothing ever happened.
Only if we survive.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And I would never walk away from
That straight up say, like, I don't intend to. It wasn't a way to escape the situation. It was a way to bring her back. Sacrificed herself for us. And that was a massive karmic debt we immediately had to pay. That's pretty good. Hey, Pan. You knew more than you let on, but that's pretty bog standard. I don't know if it's specific. I don't know if we're specifically pissed at you.
Pan? Are you here? Pan! All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
Maybe I am. Oh, comrade's real sad that we didn't pick angry. Sorry, kick ass, huh?
That depends. Do you still think I'm a lost cause? Dead woman walking?
I think if anyone could find a way out of this predicament, it would be you.
Very carefully said.
I certainly thought so. I've been practicing in a mirror and everything.
I don't like the creepy man.
Ah, you've learned something. Something not altogether pleasant, I'm guessing. Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
Okay. Where do I begin?
That should help too.
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
Good.
Hmm.
We wouldn't have taken
what
that particularly
now?
well, I gotta say.
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last Muse will die. Just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
I doubt Athena would agree.
Yeah.
Or many of the other idols, for that matter.
Yes, well, if history says anything about the idols, it's that we're a bunch of reactionaries who make poor decisions. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so.
Jeez.
I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Quite expertly set up. People who sit on either, like, many sides of what should be done with the idols as well. Time to go. Auditorium time, baby. Feels like the end of the game. Maybe it is. Probably is. We'll see.
So this is it. You're back where you started, with nothing to show for it. Tomorrow we head to the trial. And who knows what'll happen. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All my life I have been carried through at the mercy But now I
Prize.
stand or in hand, hoping my choices won't sink me. What can I do? If I'm a boat lost at sea, can I build sails, find a breeze, own my own destiny?
Beautiful reprise. That's so good. I really enjoyed that a lot. Oh man.
Okay, here we go. Hello?
Oh shit,
Grace,
the owl's gone.
There you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Hermes looks pissed.
Athena, we really need to talk. Like right now.
There's nothing left to talk about, Grace. Whatever you have to say, you can say it at the trial.
Athena, trust me. This is... Okay. Very good work with the aesthetically.
Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Wait.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing.
A lot of shit you still don't know, Grace.
Let's begin, shall we?
Ah, lots of idols we haven't met. Indie game, small developer. Plus, you also don't want to muddy the waters and too many characters you don't recognize.
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you.
Right.
We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying.
Thank you, Emma. Very good.
It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
Oh, what a good judge, huh?
How do you know it's true? How can you be so certain?
Each time we pass on our eidolon, we become a little less. It is, however, not solely that. I have had Hecate researching the matter for decades, and her results are conclusive. We are diminishing. I am at this trial to tell you that, as always, I will look out for you. I will save you. Trust in me, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus and leader of the chorus, and I will do anything it takes to keep you all alive.
Anything, huh?
Pretty! Yeah, she's doing it like a pulpit speech, right? Dumb speech. Preaching from the pulpit.
And who might you be, my dear? That's Freddie, the woman I love. And she's also the new Muse.
I was gonna keep that quiet, but okay. Pan's like, fuck, what?
That's impossible. Do you think us fools? Grace is standing right here, alive and well.
Yeah, you see, Grace gave up her Eidolon to bring me back from Hades. Seems that's a thing you can do. Don't suppose that changes your plans for the trial at all, does it?
Hey, Athena, I actually tried to tell you about this earlier.
Not Grace's to pass on. So, I'm afraid you'll have to share her fate, Freddy.
It must be difficult.
Use
Feeling
that
as if
empathy. We can do it.
everything is on your shoulders, and yours alone. One moment of weakness and it
Do
all
it.
falls apart. You've been doing this for so long, you don't even know how to stop, do you?
Oh, dear child. Why on earth would I stop?
Because what you've done is wrong. If it wasn't, then why not come clean? Go on. Tell them about Apollo's prophecy.
Boss, do it.
The idols cannot continue so long as the last Muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
Well, sad boy looks sad,
It's true.
but determined.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
I don't want to call her a
She-
murderer just yet.
You couldn't have.
Yes, she could. Just like she gave up her Eidolon to me.
God, how would this go if
Maybe
we
you
didn't
even
keep
knew
Freddy
that
alive?
once, but you've
Bring her
forgotten it.
back.
Just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
I'm bad.
No, I do not accept this. You are lying.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy?
This is very good, but we don't know who and how sent the Furies.
Tell them.
They're like, Freddy.
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do. You, it's not just you. Time to put you in check. There are other idols too. You irritating speck. Aren't you aware? It's time. These people time to wring your neck.
If only you knew that you can't force the future.
yes.
Only you knew it's not just another thing you can subdue.
Only if only I lived in a quaint little pond like you. Only if I could just lie there and any time I moved, I'd tremble a reed or two. Yes, there's a lot at stake, but there are other paths you can take. None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all, you just see a
scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through.
She just summoned the Furies. Don't know how she does it, but she can.
Tell me that your mind can hear a single voice of doubt. All I hear is multitudes in one united shout. Let this go, Athena, and the next thing you'll see the idols wiped out.
It actually feels pretty intense. Pretty. Not twice. Honestly.
I'm okay dying again if it's with you. You're the only place to be.
Grace, I love you. Oh, not in that way. I just meant to say you're great, Grace, and I'm with you. Or I'm not with you. I'm just you know what I mean.
He's amazing.
Athena, here's one more you'll need to cut through. Grace, you've shown me how the world should be.
Eros and Pan and oh, so, most of the cast. Persephone as well. Eat shit, Furies.
Of course, it's me.
Only other
Because
person.
of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place? Give it time, you'll find even an island drift. You don't notice 'cause it only moves in teeny tiny shifts. There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is. I leave it up to you what to do with this.
Oh yeah, it did it. Good.
That's for me. And this. Calliope.
Now
we're done.
I couldn't not. I wanted so. That's for Comrade, baby.
A new exciting role.
Now it's yours to drive. Let's see how long you stay alive.
Punch her. She deserves it. God, I'd love to see the studio's metrics on that one, right? How many people voted for very little kick-ass except that last one? Bye. Bye. Hey, we lived. That means we get to make out now, right?
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And? So you're in charge now, I'm guessing.
I am, though I'll admit, the victory seems rather hollow. The idols could still be dying. If that's so, then I'll simply be presiding over our final days.
Reign of the living and the dead.
Feels too much like you're thrown in an empty Hades, huh?
It appears my fate is to lead, only when it becomes pointless.
It's not pointless.
Yeah.
The idols will need
Bit
help.
bitchy about
now
it.
more than ever.
Perhaps what the idols need most is change. I don't know if I have any say in this, but have you considered rejoining the real world? Stop hiding in the shadows, get rid of the chorus and all its rules, and just help each other
And would
instead.
like that a lot.
I'm with Freddy. How much has hiding really helped you?
We did flee a war, Grace. Hiding seemed the only thing to do after the last time mortals discovered us.
Maybe I was the only one listening to Grace's song. Surviving is what's been killing you. We need to do something new.
Yeah, Sorry, Freddy.
She's right.
You're in this
By
bitch.
golly, are we truly considering something so radical? Have we collectively lost our minds?
Is that a yes?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with a little madness. It is yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, I like him.
I didn't really want this chair anyhow. I agree. Let's do it.
Just like that? You're sure about this? I was expecting more argument.
It is rather our calling card, is it not?
Arguing?
Yeah, I was not expecting you to just run with it like that.
We've all been thinking about it for years. It's what Calliope fought for, in fact.
Oh, man.
I wish she could have been here to see this day.
In a way, she is.
What about Athena? There's no way she'll be okay with this.
Possibly not, but she's no longer here to offer her opinion.
Where do you think she went?
Her things were already gone when we returned to Olympus.
Yeah.
She didn't even ask Hermes for transportation elsewhere.
Good riddance.
If she did return, I wouldn't worry. Athena can never be to us what she was before. That's over.
If there's no chorus, does that mean idols just do whatever they want?
As much as anyone can.
And Medusa?
Yeah, maybe.
She's off the leash, as it were?
Medusa has offered to live in the reliquary. Frankly, I think she's relieved.
Yeah.
As for the rest of us, we'll be subject to mortal authorities and their laws.
Assuming they don't just round us up the moment they realize what we are.
Quite so.
I have a few thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
Instagram, baby.
You'll need to give any idols who don't agree time to hide, right? That means you can prepare a campaign.
Something online, maybe.
The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
That sounds like a good idea. We'll need your help with that, Grace.
I didn't say I was going anywhere, right?
Well, we have a lot of anxious idols to inform, shall we?
If it's okay, could we catch up with you? I'd just like to talk to Grace for a minute.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but if you're not assassinated away from everyone else,
We'll be outside.
anyone else,
Make it
you
quick.
get to continue, right?
So, well, that was pretty wild, huh? You did it. You got through your trial unscathed.
Well, my knuckles hurt a little bit.
We did it. We got through the trial together, side by side.
I didn't have a choice, Grace.
Sure you did. Athena didn't know you were the Muse. You could have stayed away.
And let you go through that alone? Not a chance.
Atta girl.
I would have been lost without you.
I know things were pretty intense before the trial. I still don't know how I feel about us, about everything. And I understand if you wanted to get as far away from me and the idols as you could.
But no.
Especially now that things are about to get weird.
What? I'm about to be your hot girlfriend. Are you kidding me?
You need me. The idols need me.
But we'll get by.
You're going to be an Instagram star, and I'm going to
Probably.
get paid.
What I'm saying is, you don't
Not
need to
being your
feel
girlfriend.
obligated.
I like being needed.
Oh, thank God. I was so sure that you were going to leave. I mean, you're free to go now, right?
Yeah.
And miss being high priestess to the goddess of
Yeah,
late
see?
night lattes? Absolutely not.
I still need some time to figure us out.
Yeah, you've gone through a lot.
Take all the time you need. We have that now.
Exactly.
Okay, then. Ready to go out there and
Not fun to be like
face
the
the
cult
music?
of Pan, but, you know, this also is pretty good.
Always.
Still on Act 3? Alright, alright. How's it go? 2 months? Are we rich and famous yet?
Of course you're all here. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
They just showed up. I didn't think you'd mind too much.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson, appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The
Orders of
Oracle
the
has
year,
been
too.
keenly following your progress.
The
She records every
Oracle.
appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
At least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
A lot's been going on here, too. You want to hear the goss?
Yes, I want all of the goss, please. Hey, Freddy!
I'd like to know what you've been up to, Freddy.
You mean other than incessantly talking about you?
I don't talk about Grace that much. Do I?
I think it's rather commendable how you've taken the remaining idols at Olympus under your wing.
Well, Athena's gone now, so somebody has to help them. And none of them even know how to ride a bus.
Oh, you're a social
All this
worker.
while preparing for your next big venture.
Pretty great.
Busy is our new muse.
Yeah,
Supposed
you're
to
right,
be a
Loxy.
secret.
Wait, what's this?
Well, I figured once you were done with all the promotional tours, you might want to, I don't know, come with me.
Voice acting over a
I mean, I
still.
thought maybe you missed being the muse. A little. So, we could try the band again. Go on tour.
Muse teams up with former Muse to spread music to the world.
I guess. Maybe.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Good, because I've been arranging dates at clubs across the country. You two only need to give me the word.
Like she's gonna kill someone. You only need to give me the word.
I heard Eros and Venus left the city together. Was that right?
You heard correctly. Venus wanted to use her fame to do good works as an activist, and Eros is assisting her.
Let's be realistic. He's there to catch her when her efforts inevitably implode.
That'd be
I
mean.
think you're underestimating Venus. I saw one of her speeches online, and it was incredible.
Aphrodite always did love being adored by the masses.
Well, at any rate, Eros sounded keen. He thinks this is a much better approach than wallowing in Olympus.
Yeah, that's a
You
great
mean
idea,
he's glad
actually.
to have time to pursue a new lover or two.
Go Eros.
That's pretty great.
What about you, Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
Not immediately. There's so much to wrap up here, and I want to ensure the Oracle will be fine on her own.
For old time's sake.
You're not responsible for the child, Apollo.
I believe I am. I need to be confident that both she and the idols won't suffer for my absence.
And after that?
Child.
I was thinking of traveling.
Maybe the
for a
Oracle.
time. Despite my age, there are so many places I haven't been.
What he means is he hates all the public attention on his abs.
Oh,
It
jeez.
is a bit disconcerting. Photographers following me around, the letters addressed to the sun god. I don't know what to do with it all. Even so, I'm not running away. I simply think it's time to see the world again with my own eyes.
Hey, are you about to say he could consider doing his shirt up? Yeah.
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Changes? Well, I suppose you could say that. I've been spending a great deal of my time in Hades of late.
Bit in hell.
What for?
Now that the mortal world knows about us again, I suspect it won't be empty for long.
You gonna say they start
Kind of
killing each
raises
other?
some of the big questions, doesn't it? About death, about belief, about a lot of things.
Yes, I can't say I'm the mortal world's most favorite idol at present. It's a whole thing.
You don't seem upset about that.
The world changes, Grace. For the better and for the worse. We knew this was coming.
Didn't. That was the
Where
whole
it will
problem.
end up, that remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. Death.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
Is Asterion getting some?
No, you should see them together, Grace. They are so cute as a couple. It's kind of sickening.
Yes.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess?
Yes!
I do not.
Oh.
Oh, wait. You and Hecate do girl talk?
For
Yes.
centuries, Fred. She used to live in Hades. If you think it makes for titillating discussions, however, then you would be incorrect.
It'd be like porn written by a computer.
Thanks to ChatGPT, we know what that's
That
like.
is not far off. Still, it makes Hecate happy, and a happy Hecate is better for us all.
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She was. For a few months.
Uh-oh.
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
Oh.
Oh no, not Sherbert.
Medusa was beside herself with apologies, but needless to say, she moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
You're saying Medusa is out there on the loose?
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her appetite, so
Oh, this is
she asked us
fucked.
to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere. It was her decision. The government is grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
Aphrodite's husband? He's alive?
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the
It-
mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
Okay. That's pretty weird. So, do you think the next game from Summerfall Studios is like an action RPG where you play as Medusa, a government agent?
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
I was having her followed for a time. After the idols went public, however, she vanished off the map completely.
You had Athena followed?
Well, you're far more trusting than I, brother. We can't count on Athena laying low forever now that the song is over. Last I heard, she was heading back to the old country, on a ship, like it was the 19th century. Why? I have no idea.
Well, that could be fun.
Could she have gone looking for one of the lost idols? Like Zeus, maybe?
Whoa. Could he even be found?
If Zeus is out there, Athena
Yeah,
will find
Medusa's
him.
bite him.
If she does,
The sequel.
I guarantee we haven't seen the last of her.
Is Hermes still around?
Can I ask about
I'm
Pan
surprised
yet?
they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
I see them online all the time. They're a big hit. Their videos are hilarious.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling.
Yeah, because they're
So the
amazing.
Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes
Vaguely
likes to people
disappointed by
please,
that.
It's true.
And they get a lot of free shoes and concert tickets.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double.
Oh, they're going to do a lot of sponsorship deals.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
Yeah, Pan
What about
time.
Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
He's probably off fleecing widows out of their pensions as we speak.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death.
Gave her the key,
Well,
but like,
At least for a
he
time.
straight up know Athena sent the
He'll
Furies.
be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
And that'll be fun. Everyone, okay.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely
Oh, it's
just
not
begun.
over. It's only just
Oh,
begun.
I didn't do that.
Come on, Grace, we both did. And it was amazing.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Yes, and I want to make out with my muse.
Perhaps a round of drinks at the underworld, in Calliope's honor.
I'd like that, actually.
If you both don't mind, could Grace and I catch up?
Don't take too long, you two, or we'll start drinking without you.
Put a clock on makeout times.
Okay, so I have been doing some thinking, and I have something to say. The
With-
way I obsessed over you
I'm
all
with the
those
peanut
years,
gallery. Kiss.
it wasn't healthy, was it? And maybe our relationship changing is a good thing. I'm an adult now. We need to do this over and do it right.
Does that mean you forgive me?
Song time. Alright.
Within me there will always be something left behind in shadow. I'm tethered to you, I'm free. I've known, I've loved you before. We were grown, never alone. Only, if only, we can be brave this time. Finally, Grace, you and me. It wasn't too late, it was fate. I've spent so long yearning, observing, seeking
But
the
many of them
light
are
of your
incredible.
eyes. Now I return, nothing left in reserve. Your eyes, a sunrise. Only, if only, we can be brave this time. Finally, Grace, you and me. It wasn't too late. It was fate.
Kiss time! Yeah, I do think that. It's slightly odd choices. Hey, Carrie, Harry Payton as Pan. David Carter. All as well. Fantastic work. Oh. Oh, I didn't hear that. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you for the sensitivity readers and special thanks. I think, like, to me, that makes me want to play it again and get a different ending, because, like, Pan's songs were incredible. I wonder if his songs will be slightly different. And I wanted to take a more aggressive tone with Medusa and see if that changed it, because that one, like, had a real good, like, she pulled you onto her flow that was different, and was that odd mode, felt weird, different note choices, and then Grace pulled it back onto her track, and, like, that was just great to me. I thought that was really cool. But I certainly get it, this may not be perfectly neat. I'm really happy with it. I'm really, really happy with Stray Gods. Like, Persephone's songs will be incredible. You think they'll grapple with the idea that she's falling for another muse right after she lost the last one? Hope so, that'd be fascinating. Da, da, da. That Gay NB? Great name, very good. Which name did I put on this? Every now and then there are names I think I recognize. Yeah, you definitely want to go kick ass. That'd be so much fun. Yeah, absolutely made noise. It was very cool. Summerfall Studios based in Victoria and Melbourne. David Guida moved to Melbourne for this and other reasons. It was really cool. I just, it's also, to me, I'm quite aware that it's a small studio, you know? It's an indie game with big names attached. Lots of big names. Oh, they really kicked ass. Highly enjoyable little game that I get the feeling I'll play again, if not listen to the soundtrack a couple of times. Then you missed the interstitial conversation. No, I was wondering about like the ratio of songs to incidental dialogue, and how some musicals have like none. Very little, maybe a few spoken words between scenes, between songs, and that's all. The Squishy Wizard and Richard. Tim Sweeney. Hell yeah, folks. Congrats, everyone. You just finished another game. We finished Stray Gods, 3 episodes. Very good. Alright, let's take an early break, right? And I'm going to return with a highly requested game that I have cleared with some friends and a lover. And there are 1 or 2 ground rules, but I'm pretty well adjusted to staying within the bounds and the ground rules when it comes to lovers' requests and expectations, huh? So let me prove to you how good I can be. After a break.